pretty good. Anyways, welcome back. That was probably like what, a 2-minute intro, and we're back. We're here once again on Beaverborn on the silly little world of the Timberborn lands, where we're going to be trying to, once again, for the third time, try to get this whole thing up and going again. Primary goal. We're not going to be getting a... We're not going to be able to build the dam. Not anytime soon. Our primary goal is to survive the first drought. Try to get things pre-established. Try to speed run our way to science to get stairs. As far as like what we're going to be trying to build towards, my goal is to ultimately end up somewhere over here. I'd like to get to a water source. However, every time I get to this water source, I always end up dying. So my backup plan, honestly, probably, maybe it's even to get over here, potentially. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a great... Again, this is like the utopia. This is the utopia area I want to be in. I want to be here. I wish I could just start here. Unfortunately, the cruel reality is I can't be over there. I have to be here. We can maybe somehow work our way over there, but honestly, it does not look like it's going to be feasible within the first 2 cycles or before the first bad tide. So I think my goal, as in every other Timberborn playthrough of this specific map, is to try to blitz my way over here, get established up here, and not die immediately. But for now, the goal is, at the minute, speedrun our way into food and water. Those are our primary goals right now, is to try to get food, water with what little wood we have over here. It's not a lot. Surprise, surprise. It's really not a lot of wood over here. So what I want to do, I want to get my things over here established first. I want to get, actually, I want to demolish this, get this moved, and get this district center moved back here. And then hopefully all my beavers will just migrate there. And then I want to get some paths built out. Try to get these guys over here ASAP. Then we're gonna need water, but I want to get the farms up and going. I've been pretty reserved with the size of my farm. I feel like we could definitely make the farms bigger. I might make the farms over here, honestly. Honestly, that's probably going to be more than enough for the 2 of us for the remainder. Actually, that's probably enough. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they need to be bigger. Because right now I need to also get pumping. I really do need to get pumping, like ASAP. Right now I'm just getting the groundwork set up for us, because I know this is not going to be a pretty sight. This is going to take us a while. Rotate. We might build another row. Okay. Gotta get some food flags down. And then some wood choppas. Let me see. Let me make sure I get as much coverage as I can. All right. And then let's make sure this is all marked for the Great Demolish of 2026. Don't need that marked. Hi, Mark. All right. Oh God, what else do we need? There's a lot we need. We need a lot of stuff. And we are vastly underprepared. Where's the entrance? Oh, I keep flipping it the wrong way. Shucks. And then we're gonna need a power wheel as well. Attached to this. All right, that's gonna get us started pretty quickly. Let's get priorities figured out. Priorities. That is definitely a priority. These are priorities. Getting these bad boys put together. Definitely these would be nice to get built, but not necessary. We'll keep that at neutral, I think. We need to get the farmlands figured out. I need to figure out how much I want planted. How much of this do I actually want planted? I'm struggling with the size, how big I want this. Oh, well, I guess that's the size then. That was 8. All right, break. Everyone figure out their shit. Now. I guarantee you they are not migrated, are they not? Get more people working. Get that figured out. All right, we're gonna try this again for like the 3rd or 4th time. Volume needs to be going up. No more quiet music. All right, we'll call that good enough for now. All right, we're gonna get this figured out, guys. Trust me. This is happening. We're gonna be doing this. We're doing this. We're gonna be conquering this map. Helix Mountain will not make me a fool. We've lost at this map like 3 or 4 times already. We always manage to sort of make it, and then it always kind of just fumbles at the end. I did have to look up a couple of guides, and as far as like, you know, how to handle this stuff, like how do you handle playing on hard mode? Why are you not doing anything, guys? I feel like we have 1 unemployed beaver. I think we need more lumber guys. We might need... Oh, shucks. I'm not sure. I know I'm not going for these trees. Like, this was a really bad call to do right at the start of the map. So I definitely know I'm not going for this. But we definitely need to chop down this whole forest and try to get all this established before it's too late. I feel like I need these guys doing other stuff. Let's try to get more flags down. Maybe another lumberjack. Because right now the goal is just to make more supply than we can handle. Speaking of which, we should consider making some storage. We're gonna end up using all this wood, but for now, I think it's fine at neutral. I think we'll be okay there. We're gonna need this for the berries. I know that. All right, look, I've mastered this whole thing. It's gonna be for logs. I'm nervous. I'm I'm nervous again because I've consistently failed playing this map several times. Several times. One of my downfalls is trying to speedrun this dam, which there is no way of speedrunning this dam in time before the first drought. We really do need to just focus on water, food supplies, and I never make enough. I never make enough of this. I never make enough food. Like, we never plant enough food. I'm hoping this time around, with 2 farmers, we'll be able to do this. All right, get back in there. You guys aren't going to do anything. It's stressing me out because these beavers aren't doing very much. The day's almost over. Let's make sure we're at least 20 hours, 20-hour work hours. You can go do something else. You can go do something else. For now, until the storage stuff gets figured out, we're going to just have them keep working at these. We're just going to keep the line moving downwards. What are these guys doing? Work! Make my stuff! I think they're trying to prioritize this. Which is fine. It's good that they're trying to prioritize the water, but other stuff needs to be built and harvested. Yeah, right now that's what they're focused on. All of this is important too, you know. All right, we got one. Unemployed beaver. Go find a job, you bum. Fortunately, there's not a lot. There's not a lot for them to do until we get stuff built. We can attempt to fast forward until they get this stuff sorted out. All right, we got 2 pumpers. Great. Right now they're working on getting the water storage figured out. Fantastic. I'd really like the berry stuff to be sorted out at the same time, you know, guys. How are we doing here? Doing okay. All right, let's keep pushing forward. Just get past the first few days without any incidents. What is our priorities looking like? I'd like that to get built too. I know I'm pushing a lot of things at high priority, but it's because we really need it. It can be a little tough to figure out what to prioritize and what not to prioritize. Keep an eye on this guy, wait for him to finish up. That we can turn back on, this we can turn back off. Oh, that's a good call. We're gonna need to make sure that's put on water. Stay on top of these. Actually, might as well just, since it's on my mind right now, I might as well just get these switched over to water. There we go. But I am determined to get past, you know, the first bad tide, the first few bad tides. I'm determined to do this. I want to beat this level on hard mode. I would like more people here if I could. If I could spare the workers, we can maybe start. Drop you by 1. Yeah, so you moved over there. Okay. Let me look at this. We just don't have the extra beaver power right now. Does that mean I need to start thinking about the next generation? Probably. Let's try to get the next generation sorted. But at least this is getting worked on. Thank goodness. How's our log situation? We only have 4 logs. Holy moly. I'm an idiot. Why is this here? Just wasted their time doing that. All right, water storage is looking pretty good. Slowly getting there. Why are you... There we go. All right, you guys don't have to be in the farm anymore. Go find other stuff to do. Like, go work the berry fields for a little bit. No extra beavers to cut trees down. That's fine. That's not a bad thing. Make sure these are actually lumberjacks. Yeah, they are. Okay, good. We're heading in the right direction. Do. All right. Enough of that. Still don't have science or any of this other stuff worked out yet. But we got the important stuff. We got food. We got food and we have water figured out now. So happy about that, at least. I see you. Go find another job, you bum. You can go work the lumber mill. Come on, guys. I need more wood. All right, buddy over here is almost done packing up berries. You got a few extra berries in there. All right, berries have been picked. Of course, that's fine. We were prepared. We're prepared for this. We knew this was going to happen. That's why we've built this. In fact, it might not even be enough water. It's over 200 water. It's looking pretty good for us. I think we'll be able to survive like a 5-day drought at least. I think now that we're seeing Kohlrabi's coming back, you can probably get people in here. Yeah, okay, this is doing good. Science is working. I think we can start reducing labor over here. Because now I just want this to be harvested now. This was berries, so we're gonna need a second storage. It's this one. This one's gonna be for the Kohlrabi's. This one. Let's try to get the storage built ASAP. We don't have to worry about this yet. Not until we get the science. Science, we're doing pretty fast. Let's see. Theirs are going to cost 70. We're like almost there. Once we get the stairs figured out, we can start working our way upwards again for like the 3rd or 4th time. Okay, yeah, now we just need logs. We just need like a sluice of logs and stuff, because now we can get our ladders, our stairs. Unlock for 70. There we go. Now I think we can probably pause one of these, and we can start to path our way over here. Oh, I need to find a way around these stupid trees. Or we just demolish this tree. I don't think anyone's gonna mind. Obviously not that one. There you go. We can slow it down a little. It's going a little fast now. We're established. Come on, buddy. You got this. Let me look at the berries right now. How are berries doing? We could definitely start turning these back on. Start getting him working on this stuff. Come on, buddy. You got this. You got this. I know we're losing a baby tree. That's not the end of the world. I think we'll survive. Let me get this path figured out. Okay. All right, this one I know I have to build a little bit further back. Oh, crud. Can't go up there. We have to go up from... How do we end up here? Let me get the path figured out real quick. Still paused. So I think we're gonna have to go this way. We're gonna have to make another one over here. Just to get around this corner. There we go, now we're up here. And then once we're up here, we'll be able to make a crossing. But first, let's get up there. But we're also gonna have to get that built. This is only almost there. How are we looking on logs? Logs are looking a little desperate. Let's get... Okay. Everyone looks a little unhappy. That's fine, though. It's all for the greater good right now. This guy needs to go and keep gathering. Actually, I think we're out of berries to gather. So I think you can actually just go find another job. Nervous. The drought, I mean, we still got a little more than a day, but we are running extremely low on trees. And those trees are marked for chopping. So that's fine. Problem is, the next best trees to go and chop down are over here, which we can't get over here yet. These would be the next best trees to try to get to, but it's really difficult to get over here. Ideally, we could probably make our way up here. I'm not sure though, because we need planks. Planks require logs. But right now, water looking fantastic. We're looking great for water. I feel prepared. I really do feel prepared this time. I really wish they would be storing this. Come on, guys. Let's wake up. Get started. Get the morning going. There you go. And then once these are built, we can get beavers over here working again. I mean, they should be able to take the jobs as soon as these are built. Oh, come on, guys. Are you kidding me? Hurry up. There we go. Now they can finish chopping the wood. Can they? Yeah, they can reach everything there now. Okay, we're good to go. So 200 water, nearly 200 food. We're looking good. We're looking better than we have in any other first drought day. We're approaching our first drought and we're looking good. We're looking pretty. I just really would like this to get built. It is not a priority though. That does definitely need to get built. Because I need to start assigning beavers to make planks over here. It's about to start the drought, which we already know by playing this map so many times, that for the drought to actually hit our colony, it takes about a day for the water to recess all the way down here. However, it also means that it takes an extra day for the water to refill when it gets all the way over here. So we get like an extra day, about an extra day or two of drought time. Hopefully, I'm hoping they're gonna get everything they need. Oh, please, guys. Okay. We got stuff built. I need to start. Does anything else need to be built? No. Everyone over here can be prioritized over here. We get 2 beavers in there. And we can get some beavers over here. We'll keep 1 beaver in the workplace. And just start converting our planks into our logs into planks. And hope that there's enough. We're out of logs now. Okay. Now the question is, do we sacrifice beavers? Let me see if I can turn one of this. If I can turn this on. That's fine if he's doing that. I'd like them to try to grab the last little bit here before I turn off the work. So we have over 200 food and 200 water. We're doing good. We're doing solid now. Okay. Right now we're just waiting for logs and planks. Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna have to let these trees grow, little guys. So I need you to F off. Go be homeless beavers so I can go and force you to work in the thorn department. Okay. And this is the tough one. Now that we're out of wood, we need to come over here and destroy this. I think it's this, yeah. All right, good luck, Ben. Try not to get this demolished. Turn that off. Turn that off. Get these guys in here. Okay, he's doing good. Now that there's no water, you guys don't have to be in here. We all of a sudden just got a lot of free jobs. Let me think. They're just about done grabbing this stuff. Hey, Bookie, how you doing? I am stressing out over managing my little beavers because I'm playing Helix Mountain on hard mode, and I've already failed like 4 times at this. So now's the goal. The goal is to actually thrive and survive. Burn them. Unfortunately, I think they do a pretty good job burning themselves. Honestly, these little beavers are hellbent on not surviving. Doing arson. Do it. Kill them. Kill the beavers. I'm not gonna restart again. Are you kidding me? This is our best. So far, this has been our best start as of yet. And I'm pretty excited about that. Let me see. Let me get these guys established. Because the last thing I need is for these guys to spontaneously combust. Come from the ashes. No, from the drought they will rise. All right. Yeah, we got 3 injured beavers. These little guys gave up their lives to get us more wood. So bless them. At least we didn't do that super early. Let's get this all sorted out. And now I'm thinking. We can probably lower the speed. Injured. I need Kai. What Kai? Kia? Are you talking about the car? Killed in action. Oh. I was thinking about the car. Yeah. They should get little badges. Look at them. This poor little soldier sacrificed himself for the colony. Now he's just going to be a bum. He's going to be living off of disability for a few years until we get things sorted out. Actually, we're at 70. Can we actually fix this? No, we need a little more science. We need more science before we can unlock medicine. Bookie, what? Look. I'm gonna let that one sit in auto mod. Poor little guy, he sacrificed his well-being for the beaver colony. 4 beavers. Honestly, that's kind of a lot of beavers to lose to the thorns. That's a bit excessive, don't you think, game? 4 beavers to this thing. It's not even done. Honestly, one of them, because I'm used to about 2 or 3 beavers getting injured from doing this. How are we doing on science? We can almost get our medical beds down. All right, see ya, Boogie. Thank you for the words of encouragement. I'm sure the beavers will enjoy that. I'll pass on the message. I'll let them know. Come on, break the stupid bush. Damn you. Thankfully, we're still doing great on food and water. Even with these like 4 bums, potentially 5 bums, we're still doing great on water and stuff. I'm so annoyed. This was worse than last time we played. The last time we played, we only had 3 injured beavers. Now we have 4. Oh, speaking of which, now they don't have an excuse. Go get better, idiot. We'll try to get a couple of medical beds down. Granted, we don't have the supplies, but desperately, they need to get started. Come on. Do it. You're so close. Oh, took a break. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. I need some beavers over here. And I'm gonna probably get rid of one of you guys. Get another one in here. And then we'll get our log supplies back in order. Man, we lost, what was it, 4 beavers to that? That's ridiculous. How many beavers are injured because of that whole ordeal? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just 4 beavers. All right, yippee, their drought ended. But it's gonna take a while before that water, you even see that water. Speaking of which, we're gonna have to at some point get this resorted. You guys don't need to be here. Let's make sure these are high priority so they're never empty. We are gonna need some beavers in here, but not now. Actually, maybe we'll try to get one of each beaver in here, since we got 2 unemployed beavers. Since the water at some point is going to come back down. All right. Actually, oh man, it's so tough. Managing beavers is stressful. Let's get these turned off again. And we'll drop you down to 1, drop you down to 1. Turn you on, turn this on. Get that started. Because it's going to take a little bit before the water gets back down here. Yeah, because none of these trees have grown back yet. So we can't harvest those trees. But I'm feeling pretty good. That was a really good first cycle. That was a really, really good first cycle. We had a game plan and we kind of knew what we were doing. We weren't going in blind, which was pretty big, pretty important to not go into this whole thing blind. Now the goal is to get reestablished here and put in some kind of blockage over here so that we can control when the bad tide and all that stuff happens. Potentially. That's the goal, at least. Water almost here. All right. Now that water's here, we can start reevaluating our workers. Let's see. Let one guy. No, I think this needs 2 people. I would like to keep a science thing going. I'm thinking we're gonna have to let at least one science guy go just to get a farmer working. And then I don't know. Let's see how things work out. Because I'd like an extra guy to be working here. We can maybe turn one of these guys off. Get them working in here. Yeah. Because I feel like food is always a priority. And as our beavers slowly become, regain their strength, cure themselves from their injuries, heal themselves, we'll start to slowly get our workforce back. Looks like they are almost there. I should probably start thinking about getting across this. Which, to get across this, we're going to need a lot of these little warehouses. Is that lined up? Yeah, that's lined up. And then let me slow it down in case something horrendous happens. I can catch it a little quicker. All right, and then we can get another lumberjack up here. We can even start getting some metal if we really want to. I don't think we're going to need metal yet, but it's something worth thinking about in the near future. Try to get all these trees. There we go. Just so we have extra wood. All right, guys, come on. We're doing pretty good. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling really good about this run. We are extremely prepared for this. Nothing ever bad. Nothing bad ever happens to what is the name of this place? Hold on, let me see. Let's see what did I name it? Gumbus. Nothing bad ever happens to Gumbus Town. Famous last words. Save over Gumbus. Grumpus. I thought I named it Gumbus. Grumpus. No extra workers. I'd like to start collecting berries. Well, they're not back yet. We have one berry bush. These are starting to grow back up again. So once we're done here, we can actually, hold on. I'm being silly. Why am I not cutting these down? Got all this free tree real estate over here. Why am I not using it to my fullest? Even over here, there's like a couple of free trees. Let's get a lumberjack also up here. Granted, we don't really have the resources. We don't have the extra manpower to do this. Okay, these guys are done planting. They can go and chop wood or do something else. Let me think. I guess I can turn this one back on. Yeah, because we still only have like one berry bush over here. Try to get all these trees cut down before we come back up here and start chopping. Food is not looking hot. I'll tell you that right now. The berries, I think the berries did a lot of the carrying for us. I need to start considering harvesting blueberries. There's no blueberries up here. There's blueberries down here. Hopefully we can get down here fast enough. I don't think so though. Oh well. We've got some injured beavers. Hurry up, you bums. All right, one free worker. We can throw you into the berry mines. Go and harvest, my friend. Planks are looking decent. Actually, we need storage for the planks, huh? That'd be smart. Can these hold planks, right? Yeah, they can. Yeah, I guess it's fine. And then we'll get a path. I'm just really nervous about a bad tide. I mean, there won't be much I can do if we get another bad tide. Okay. Stuff is starting to grow. I need to start thinking about how to siphon workers off. Drought's approaching. Let me think. How do I get workers in here? Let's get this turned off. Now that this is starting to grow, we need one more guy. There we go. And we're still going to need another guy for the berries. Hurry up and feel better. Feel better. Feel better. Damn you, Benny. Stop being injured, Benny. Wake up. Wake up. There you go. Damn you, Benny. Why'd you have to go and get yourself injured? Unbelievable. Oh, this needs to be switch over to planks, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Let's actually turn this one off and get this one employed. Yeah, so he's already there. We have 2 unemployed beavers. Perfect timing. You boys can come out here and fill up the berries. We have 1 extra beaver, actually. Let's see. These are already filled. We have planks. Maybe we can start harvesting these trees. We got 1 baby. Let's go. Generation saved. Generation secured. The issue is I know for a fact, just from experience, our next event is 1,000% going to be a bad tide. I'm already aware of that. I know that's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. Floodgate. 150. I need scientists. Let's get someone in here because we need that floodgate sooner rather than later. Food's looking okay. Water's perfect. We are ready for this drought. We go ahead and pause you as well. And I'm trying to think, where do I want you? I guess we can have you over here for a minute until I can sort out what I want people to do. Keep my eyes on this. He can grab that too, so we're good. We're definitely gonna need a forester at some point, but right now, a forester is not a priority. Right now, the priority is now that we have food and water sort of established, I definitely want to get over here and get this sorted out as well with getting the floodgates figured out. I definitely want to get the floodgates figured out before long. And that's going to require harvesting all of this food. And hopefully our dry season is not going to screw us over. We're about to find out how bad our dry season is going to be. Here we go. Oh, brother. 4 days. That's doable. That's completely doable. We're fine. We're fine at 4 days. We should have more than enough water and food to last us 4 days. Right now. So we got this here now. I want you from here. I want you to go and move over here. Yeah. Start harvesting logs there. Now that we're here, we can actually start expanding. We can get across this now. What is it going to be? 3? No, 2. And then we'll get ladders or stairs. Get the path. And then here we can then just work our way around. Okay. And when we do get up here, I'd like to get a new thing of water established. There we go. And then we're going to get a gathering flag as well up here to gather all these little berries. And then I do want to get a forester. I want to get another farm over here. Get another farmland over here. I want to get you figured out. I want this to be like take up as little space as we can there. I mean, that's probably okay. And then we're just gonna plant more of these bad boys. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to walk through this, so I need to actually demolish some of this. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. And then we'll just plant like a few extra things here to recoup that. And then we can actually get a another lumberjack over here. Let me look at the colony real quick. Make sure everyone's doing good. No extra beavers for work. It's fine. You have one beaver over here working the wood. How are you doing? You still only have 2. I'd like to, oh man, there's so much I wish I can do with more beavers. I want to get more beavers sorted out. I need to get housing sorted. I might like refigure the berry plantation over here once we get a forester. Housing could probably go somewhere over here. I mean, housing needs to be established pretty soon. Logs are starting to run a little low, or planks. We have plenty of logs. We need planks now. I could probably... No, because I want these guys to keep harvesting what's left. How much more water do they have? Still got plenty of water. We only have 2 workers. I really don't want to drop it below 2. And I need these guys pumping for as long as they can. Once these guys are done pumping, I can probably start converting logs into planks. But right now, we're not really making stairs. We're just making bridges right now. So we should be okay for planks. Yeah, I think we got this on lockdown. Famous last words, but I think we got this figured out. Now we can play the game normally. We can actually start having fun. And we can actually start thinking about getting this dammed up for reals this time. Once I feel confident in getting established up here, I want to try to... The problem is that once the bad tide happens, I don't know if I'm going to be ready for the bad tide. I want to do the most I can before the bad tide shows up. Okay, these guys, you're fired. You're fired. I need you to come over here and start working your wood. There you go, guys. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, right now the beavers aren't happy because they're working 20 hours a day. That's fine. We need to get established. We're getting to a point where we can start building houses pretty soon. I'm trying to think, do I want a forester first or do I want... I feel like I need those floodgates first. Because we have access to a lot of wood, but we don't have access. Once the bad tide happens, we want to make sure to doesn't kill everything. Yeah, 200 water going into a 3-day drought. 4-day technically drought. We should be good. Yeah, we're at the 1 hour mark and we're already looking pretty toasty. I think it's very unlikely we're going to get more injured beavers. What I want to do is I should probably think about moving the town center somewhere up or down. What I would like to do is that once we actually get this colonized, maybe we can then start working our way over to this area here. Because I've been eyeing this place up since day one. So maybe once we're over here, we can cross the Nile over here and get that established as well. Waiting for these guys to pick the last of the Kohlrabies. And then once they're done with that, I'm going to see if I can get them switched over to the berries. Pick the last bit of berries. There we go. They should officially be done now, so we can start turning these on. I think it's 4 beavers being held up here. Let's just get all the berries we can grab as fast as we can. And then I'm gonna get them working somewhere else afterwards. What am I gonna have them doing? That's a good question. How are we looking? Looks like we're almost there. I definitely want one of them working the signs. I can probably put 2 here. Then we'll figure out where else they can go. There. All right, let's get the morning started. Keeping my eyes on these guys. Got 2 babies. Great. Great to see. Is there someone still working here? Where you at? There you are. Are there trees still for you to chop down here? Oh yeah, there's a couple of trees here you can still chop. Maybe we can just turn you off and get you over here instead. There you go, Ozop. How are the berries looking? You guys are getting there. Don't have to be concerned yet. Logs and planks are looking still pretty good. Water still, I mean, water's a little concerning, but I think we're fine on water. Especially once we get up here and get this established. And with 2 scientists, we'll definitely be able to get this this floodgate figured out. I wonder if I want to do, no, probably not a double. I think a single would be fine because this is only one, yeah, this is 1 block high. Berries look like they've all been picked. So I think we're good on berries now. So I think for now, I'm going to probably turn these guys off. It doesn't look like there's any extra berries to pick. Make sure that turns off. Get the few extra guys in here. And I got 2 extra workers. Where can I have them doing? Not much. Because right now we're just waiting for water to come back. Not much for these 2 guys to do right now, which is a shocker. Very shocking when you can just have extra beavers hanging around. It's a very rare occurrence. Probably have someone just grab that log. Grab a couple of trees from over here while they're at it. Okay, he's working on that. And then this will start getting built. And then we can start to worry about the bad tide. Yippee! My favorite season, the bad tide. Where all my water turns into poop. And then I can't do anything about it. Getting close to science though. We need like another, what, 40-ish? Nearly 40. The nice thing about this is that we're going to be able to keep our stuff green. So everything nearby here will stay green. We might be able to convert some of this stuff. But right now, this is definitely our main source of food right now. Nice, nice. They're almost there. Let's go, guys. Yippee. I mean, that's base. Come on. What happened? I thought this was 100%. Okay, whatever, game. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm a patient man. I can make it work. Yeah, that's all marked for chop. Chop, chop. Choppity, chop, chop, chop. Silly little beaver. Where are you going, little guy? Oh, there's 2 of them there. I didn't realize they walked in pairs. Learn something new every day. We can definitely start thinking about potentially housing. I'm a little hesitant to say housing because I still don't feel like we're established fully Until this is sorted out, until our water source is sorted out, I don't feel safe claiming anything to be inhabitable. Maybe now we can start thinking about making that dam. Because we definitely have the logs. We have the resources now to actually start damming this. Amazing. When you don't focus on just damming everything up. And they can work on that as needed. Look at that. Now we're over here. Holy moly. That's great. That's a great feeling. I guess the idea is that once I feel secure, we can probably move the district center over here somewhere as the actual central hub of the entire map. And then from here we can start branching outwards, even with the what is it? Not this. Where is it? Where is it? Zip lines. Wherever the zip lines are. Wherever the zip lines are, we can start using the zip lines to move around and zip all over the place. No, tunnels, actually. We can get the tubes. We can start making tubes everywhere because we're playing as the Iron Teeth. Look at this. Some of these are still alive. I mean, they're not going to make it, but they're still alive. Water, still fine. Food is great. Fantastic. We do have a free beaver. Let's see if these have all been chopped. Not really anything here that can grow still. That's all been chopped. I guess we can get another. Well, I definitely start getting some loggers out here. And then some of these guys out here. 2 free beavers. What can we have you guys do? We're sort of just like not doing much. We got 3 beavers. Just don't have anything else to do. I don't want to up my production of planks yet, because I don't want to chew through my supply of logs. Builder's hut. That's 100 though. I really need to save my science. I really need the water to come back pretty soon. Let me look at this, at the floodgate. It's still 150. It has not changed in price yet. We're nearly like 26, 25. No, 27. About 27 science left to get this sorted out. I believe in you too. Don't worry, you guys got this. Someone died of old age. Yippee! They didn't die of thirst or hunger. We did it, guys. That's a victory in itself. Come on, little guys. Get over here. Get this stuff built. I feel like probably gonna need more water over here. No, because we don't have like enough manpower to split this far. Because that's definitely something I did notice from the other failed runs, is that when we do eventually get to this point, we are kind of stretched a little too thin for the population. So I'm trying to think of how much of this do I leave functioning and how much of it do I take upstream with us. Probably fast forward a little bit, because right now it's just a waiting game. We do have an unemployed beaver, but I don't really have a place for him to be right now. Like, unless I want to collect these logs a little faster, which, I mean, we're not really hurting for logs. So I think we could afford to just let that kind of go. All right, got this established. Let's go. We got our little log pumper pumping away. We really need haulers, I think. Haulers is definitely a necessity. We almost have the science. We need one more piece of science. Come on, buddy. We're also going to need a step ladder to come down here. So I think while we wait for that last piece of science, we'll just make a little way to get down here. Come on. The day's over. Hurry up. Make my science. I need my science. Where's my delicious little science? Yippee, drought's ended. There it is. We got our science. Ta-da. I want this to be a bit higher priority. And out of fear, I want them to also get this one built. Not as quick, but about as quick. All right. So water's coming back. We're doing great. We're doing just fine. Got to keep it down. Still working on everything up here. Yeah, because right now everyone's kind of spread thin, trying to, because all the storage is down here, but a lot of the supplies are starting to get produced up here. So I definitely need to reevaluate our storage system. Maybe we can get storage, water, well, housing somewhere. Housing, maybe housing here, storage somewhere over here. Get industrial figured out at some point. And then once the water gets down here, well, I'm gonna have to redistribute the jobs again. Make sure everyone's planting and harvesting water as fast as they can. And then getting this also built as well. Now that we can focus on that. Next thing to unlock though is gonna be the what is it? This thing, the Forester. It's gonna be 30 science. That won't be too long. We'll get that pretty quick. Because I want to make sure all this, well, at least this, maybe even down here. Thinking. And then we also probably should start thinking about getting the bigger water stuff unlocked, which means we need planks and gears and stuff like that. Just trying to think. I could probably increase the surface area of this. If I'm willing to like reduce our, well, once I get the Forester, I can redistribute the berries and make that a little bit more dense over here. Get the farm extended outwards. And What else? What else? What else? What else? Not sure. Right now, I think we are past the well, no, I'm not gonna say that because we still have a bad tide. We still have to survive a bad tide before I feel like we've officially established ourselves. Once we can survive a bad tide, I'm gonna feel a lot better about ourselves. This needs to be changed to water. Bam, bam, bam. Got a second one being built. Make sure this is water. Don't want oil or some mysterious liquid to be filled there. These guys have been sleeping. I feel like these guys have been asleep for quite a while. Not sure. Sleeping for an awful long time there, buddy. Day's been started for quite a while. We can get the forester built now. Let's think about the forester. I'm pretty sure I want to be building the forester. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I want to redistribute bushes. I want the blueberries to pretty much take up, I think, this much space. Yeah, that's good. We'll think about that. I might put more water storage there. And then over here, as far as like the types of trees, maybe we just do straight up oaks all through here. Since it's a pretty small space, we can at least have pretty dense woods. If that makes sense. Like, because it's such a small footprint, we might as well increase the density of wood that we can harvest from here. Yeah, that makes sense. Here we go. Yappy, let's go. We got our water. All right, now we can start getting people sorted out. So I don't want logs anymore. We don't need the planks. Which means we don't need power. I want people here. No, I do want multiple people working here. And we need to quickly replenish our stock of water. And he's still working on the logs. I think you don't have very many trees to be working on, do you? I think you're done, buddy. Go find a new job. All right, we need one more guy. That's fine. I want him working here. Thinking about how I'm gonna do this. I think I got the right people focused on the right stuff. Wait for these guys to. It looks like they got everything planted, so I might just turn these off again. It gives us 4 beavers to work with again. Start getting them over here. And I do want some beavers to try to come up here and start working. I do want somebody here. Yeah, someone is here now. So until we can get this upper area established, we're gonna keep working on this like it's what we have. Trees are slowly repopulating themselves. That's fine. We'll let them focus on that. And just wait for these to start growing properly. That's getting worked on, thank goodness. Okay, let me think. I have everything paused right now. How much is the gears? Gears are 100. Okay. Oil press. Fermenter. We can do a fermenter if we want to do... What are the other things we can cook? Cassavas. I'll think about that. A builder's hut would be nice. A hauling post is pretty good. We don't have enough beavers to do hauling posts though. That's another 100, so at least 200 minimum. I know I want this, so 320. Just checking all this stuff. Making sure that we're okay to keep pushing forward. Housing should be our next thing. Once we get the floodgates sorted, we can do housing. No one's up here. We could probably... Are you guys... Yeah, it looks like you're done. Go up to the... Go up here. Let's get you over here. Get them working on getting that planted. Because this is going to be a little more sustainable with the source of water being right here in the middle. Still got plenty of planks. Running a little low on logs. Where can we have their housing? Looks like we can easily work our way down here. Let me go back to a normal speed and start thinking about how I want to snake my way over here. Oh, that's fine. Now, let me think. I can actually demolish this corner here. We can probably get some row houses down here. How good is the space? How close are we to the... Well, that's right on the edge. Get those built there. And then we might put some food and water storage here too. Let's see if we can get one of these guys over here. So you can stop working here. I want you to come over here. Yeah, you already moved. Perfect. So now we can start thinking about storage. We got housing figured out. Can we fit one more house? How many can these fit? 10? We have enough housing for 20. That should be more than enough. And that kind of centralizes them closer to where I want to be. So we can maybe get some food storage up here. So that when they wake up, they can grab some food and get going. Do I want small storage for their food? Maybe. Because it's just for them. Well, no, maybe a medium is fine. And this could be like the Karabis. Oh, we are out of the stuff. We are out of Karabis. Has this grown yet? It's not grown yet. So food has been figured out. Water, we can get water here too. We'll put it there. And this can be water. Just so that once they do finally move up here, they can wake up, get water, get food, and then do their thing. And I should probably have some kind of berry storage over here. Let me get another... That could get moved. But for now, we'll have that for berries. Keep my eyes on this. Looks like we are officially full of water. A good sign. Always a good sign to see. Whew. Man, I was really dreading coming back to this. I was putting this off. I was thinking, man, this is not going to work out for me. This is going to be another like doom gloom session of me complaining about the difficulty of the game. Now that I've locked in and I've actually did a little bit of studying, you can easily do this. This is easy stuff. You know, cross my heart, knock on wood. I actually make it out of here alive. But until we hit the bad tide, it looks like we're doing okay. It's just trying to get these workers up here. Trying to get our beavers spread evenly over here. And I feel like getting their housing and stuff sorted out up here should help with the work distribution. It'll be easier for them to work up here, but it might take them a little bit longer to get down here. And once we actually like start working on their well-being, they'll actually start moving faster. So that's another thing you got to keep in mind. Okay, Robbies are growing, so we're gonna need to pause this. It looks like they're also done planting stuff here, so we're gonna turn that off and try to siphon a couple of workers over here. Let me think. How can we get extra people to work here? We have 13 workers. I want to get 2 extra workers. And I don't really want to. Maybe we can get one guy off of there over here. It's a little risky. That's paused. I know that's paused. We don't have 2 guys here, do we? We do have 2 guys here. Let's get one of them off of this and get them focused over there. Start working on harvesting. Whew. And then once they're done planting and harvesting this, we'll grab the few extra berries from here and call it. No, I mean, oh, actually, maybe that might take like 30-ish minutes. Get past the night. Not much is gonna happen at night. All right, drought's coming. That's fine. We got a couple of days before the drought comes. It'd be nice if we can get this sorted out, but yeah, that's not a priority. Now that like getting this dam put down, it would be nice. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be really nice, but it's not a necessity anymore. We got so much other things to focus on. It feels great. We're definitely gonna need more planks and more logs. But primarily, we need more food. We definitely need the food above all else. I'm hoping this guy will be able to manage these. We do have this backup pumper back here, just in case. Okay, good. No lazy workers here. Let's get the stuff moving a little bit quicker. I wonder if they'll be able to do this in 3 days. I'm not sure. We'll also get a nice influx of logs again once we get across the dam. No extra free workers. Unfortunate. You know what that is? I see a problem with my design. My flawless maneuver, my flawless design. As we build the dam, I think we won't be able to get as much water as we like. That would mean we need to probably demolish this one. Okay, so we're gonna demolish this one. A little unfortunate, but we're gonna need to build another one on the opposite side. And we, I don't know, do we have the water for this? And then definitely want that to be higher priority. There we go. We'll probably turn this one back on. Yeah, I'm already starting to see the problem with my design here. I'm so smart. Smartest guy I know. Flawless design, I gotta say. Thankfully, we did get this established up here before everything, before getting this built. So we do have, it's gonna take a while, but we do have access to water. So this one, we're gonna pause you and raise the priority of this one. There we go. So we can still get access to water. And then we'll have to think about what we're going to do with this one. Because obviously once the dam is here, this is not going to be as efficient as the other one, as this one on this side. Smart, 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 smart. Me smart. That's fine. We needed 100 science for something. I think it was for the gears. Okay. I'll think about that. Nearly 300 food. We probably should build another cassava storage. But right now, it looks like all of our guys are preoccupied. We are running pretty low on logs. Probably because a lot of logs are going into this. And a lot of our logs are coming from all the way over here. That hauling post would be great. Try to get this somewhere a little more central to everyone. I know we're kind of running a little low on logs. It may not be the smartest thing to focus on. But getting haulers is gonna make these things go by a little faster because we'll have a bunch of beavers dedicated to just moving stuff around. Okay, these are grown now, so we can think about I'm trying to think. Up here is not going to dry up, so we can afford to let that kind of sit there for a little bit longer. I really do need more beavers. All right, drought 9 days. Oof. 9 days is going to be rough. I think I'll be okay letting this guy pump. Maybe. Because he's going to be moving for a while, so he won't be pumping very fast. It will be just gradual. Let me think. I'm starting to get that nervous feeling. Starting to get a little bit nervous here. Karabi storage is still not really full. How's this one then? Oh yeah, we're not anywhere near filling up our Karabis. I probably should make a crossing potentially on this side, maybe. Because having him have to go all that way around, not ideal, but it's probably fine. Gonna wait for these guys to finish picking the last bit of this. 9 days, that's gonna be rough. I think after this drought, though, we'll be fine. We'll see. I'm starting to feel the pressure. I'm feeling that hydraulic press cradling the top of my skull right now. Ever slowly putting pressure on. Slowly but surely putting more and more pressure on. All right, that's the last of it. So these, you guys are fired. I want you all to, well, I want some of you to be up here. Let's kind of get past the night. There you go. So they'll come back up here, harvest this all, bring it down to storage, and we'll be good. Okay. Trees are looking very desperate. Let's get the water turned off here. Almost 300 water. I think that's fine. Let's try to siphon some of the wood off from here. Let's try to get these strays. And then we'll try to get these little strays. And we'll slowly be working our way up to the other trees that we have access to. We are bringing logs from down here, but it's definitely not fast. It's definitely a very slow process of getting the logs from up here down to storage somewhere over here. So we'll definitely need like some kind of central storage location, which I'm thinking like maybe here is fine for like just storage in general. But I feel like I need to get past my work log. We are down 1 beaver. Someone grew up. A couple of people are dying of old age. That's not a great sign. I mean, could be a good sign because then that's less beavers to feed and water. So, not the end of the world. Okay, we have 150 signs. We can't get the water because we need the gears. And we're gonna have to redistribute our industry somewhere else, potentially maybe somewhere up here. I'm trying to think. Like this is probably like not a bad area for industry for now, because I don't want it too close to the central area, because that's where like a lot of our stuff needs to grow. So maybe this is like a decent industry. I mean, it's barely moving, but it is going to be slightly more central. All right, let's get this established. Which means I'm probably going to have to move these 2 buildings, which is a little unfortunate. Okay. Let's get that marked for pickup. And then get stuff built back over here and hope that we didn't just ruin everything. Because we're going to need flanker. And then this. And then we're going to need the power wheel. Which probably means now we're going to need like 2 beavers to work the power wheel. That's fine though. Not the end of the world. Okay. 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 Is this stuff being harvested? I really hope you're harvesting this stuff. They are slowly harvesting stuff. I could definitely see the distance being a pretty big factor now. Distance is starting to feel like I'm starting to feel the strain of the distance between everything. Let me think. We don't have a ton of logs left. What is this guy doing? Are you working on stuff? Where are you? You're asleep! You bum, wake up! Oh, I hate... Oh my god. We do have a couple of berries that we can be... Why are you guys still here? If you're not going to do anything, come over here and harvest the berries. They went somewhere else. Well, I need you guys here. Our population is slowly declining. I can see that. To counteract that, we're going to probably have to make more of these. Because now age is becoming an issue. Why are you so upset? You're thirsty. Go drink water. We have water, you bum. I've gone through the trouble of making plenty of water. You're still asleep. No wonder you're thirsty. Oh, this guy. He's pissing me off. Hovaru. Wake up and drink water. You bums. Maybe we could start lowering work hours by a little bit. Because we have water and we have food. So we're good on that stuff. So to try to counteract this sort of stuff, where they just sleep all day, we'll probably just try to lower their work hours until their housing is built. Hopefully their housing gets built at some point. Because right now I think they are focused on probably building the floodgate, which is fine. They can do that. Not much else is being built though. We're almost at the end of the workday anyways. We'll let this kind of burn through. Let's see. We can start collecting scrap. We don't need scrap metal yet. Not for now until we unlock this. Let's see. We'll need scrap, I think, for that. We'll need refined planks for this. This is the builder's hut. I definitely want to get my hands on a builder's hut soon. Maybe that'll be our next thing. How's the water here looking? Still pretty good. Not bad. Because he has to travel such a far distance, I think that's done a good job, like, steadily reducing the water level from here. It's just everything here just takes so long to do because all of our storage and our needs are, like, all the way on the other side of here. I'm hoping I can start slowly moving things up over here and we can start relying on this area a little more. Speaking of which, I think we should maybe get a little baby bat over here as a way to commemorate this momentous occasion. There's probably fine. That's fine. So that'll give us a few extra babies to work with. We'll have, you know, we'll at least double our production of babies. While also making sure, you know, we do keep this established, this whole little area established. We definitely just need a bigger workforce for sure. We're almost done with this dam. Thank goodness. Well, two pieces of dam left. So that's almost ready. Granted, we are getting close to needing the floodgates. Because I'm getting that feeling that we're gonna start getting the bad tide. I'm getting the tingles, the poopy water tingles. Which means that this whole area is just gonna be bad. Which is gonna be unfortunate because that's all of our stuff. The nice thing though, that even if this does get contaminated, if we do get the floodgates up, it means that all the extra water in the spiral is gonna be okay. Especially down here because we have like a 2 wide or 2 deep storage. I'm trying to think. No, it'd be too much to raise this all by 1. Right now, it'd be too much to raise it by 1. Actually, is this guy done chopping trees? Yeah, he is done chopping trees here. Okay. So we can turn that off. I think I'm going to turn this one back on. There it goes. He'll grab these trees. And like I said, I'll move him slowly upwards. But I think I eventually want him to end up over here. Because I did kind of forget about this area. We have not taken a very big chunk of out of this whole area. Water is starting to get a little bit low. It's not bad though. Like look, like low is like half filled for us. So that's nothing to be like worried about realistically. What I need to worry about though is time management. I feel like we're just spread a little too thin right now. It's not the thinnest I've ever been spread. The thinnest I've been spread is down to 1 beaver. I've had 1 beaver working the whole colony at multiple points in our playthroughs. So having 10 working beavers is not bad at all. That is completely doable. What is he waiting for? There's plenty of things to work on. We just don't have wood. So I think this is a good time. Looks like he's already done chopping this stuff down too. Okay, so we need to get you moving. Get you moving upwards. And we could start reducing the amount of workers in here, potentially. I do want people working. Because we just need a lot of logs. We need a ton of logs. Okay, so we're at 120. I keep forgetting what I want to unlock. I think a builder's hut. Start slowly unlocking things. But right now, population is our biggest problem. We don't have enough beavers spread out. Like I said, I should probably start thinking about this area being storage. Start getting logs and potentially planks, but I think logs more so than anything. I feel like we just need a more central location for logs, and I'm pretty sure this is emptied, so I want to turn that off. Just so that this doesn't get used anymore. This is okay if it has planks in it, because actually what we could do is switch this. No, I guess we'll switch it to scrap. No, because I know where scrap is. Yeah, we'll just keep that the planks. Have these two be planks, because we're definitely not getting enough planks. Like, we're not even making, we don't even have the infrastructure for planks. We could cannibalize these. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Start cannibalizing our storage. Yeah, because we just have a lot of things back ordered. And the beavers are just having a hard time fulfilling our orders, just because we have them kind of spread. I mean, it's pretty spread thin. We can see here, being over here is just difficult for them, while being here is like not that bad. We probably do need to get this whole thing moved. So I'm starting to think, where can we even get this moved to? This can't fit here. All right, so let's do that. Let's get them moved. There we go. Our beavers somehow found work somewhere else. I would like to know where they found work. I definitely imagine that they're working here, where they definitely don't need to be working. So it should be a little easier for them to move around now that we're a little better split. Or maybe it'll be more difficult for them to move around. I don't know yet. I'm trying my best. Make life easier for my beavers, my little guys. We're getting pretty close to the end of stream, so I think once the bad tide, or once the dry season is done, we'll probably wrap it up there, and I'll try to sit on this stuff and let it build. Famous last words. Every time I say that, everything always goes to shit like an hour afterwards, after ending stream. But I'm feeling pretty confident about this stuff. I'm feeling hopeful, at the very least. But we will see. But alas, I think our town, what is the name of this place again? Grumpus. I think Grumpus is going to do great. I feel very confident about Grumpus. Grumpus, I think, is going to thrive and survive. Granted, we haven't seen a bad tide yet. The bad tide is really what I'm waiting for, to see like how hard we're hit with the bad tide. But we survived a 9-day drought relatively well. Water storage was a bit of an issue. I mean, it's always going to be a bit of an issue, but we did manage to survive a 9-day drought, which is fine. What we're definitely going to need to do though is get stuff moved a little closer to us. So probably what I'm going to do is start demolishing some of this stuff. I need to start planning water storage, like a better water storage. I need the water to be stored somewhere more realistic. You can probably have it stored maybe over here. I'm doing the big think right now. We got 30 science. We definitely don't have enough to unlock medium yet. That's 120. Oh, brother. But yeah, I definitely need to get water moved a little bit closer over here, so our guys are not like marathon running halfway across the place. Come on. Maybe we can start getting these demolished. No, I want to keep this infrastructure put into place. This might end up getting demolished though. We'll see, because that's, I mean, in hindsight now, that's a bad placement for it. But let's get pushed through this. Everything's doing just fine. Let's get these marked for the correct liquids. This is not getting built. I might just get this moved. Karabi storage can probably just live somewhere over here. Trying to think where I want this. Can I fit two behind each other? I can. Let's get the Karabis stored up here as well. Yippee, water's back. Way to go, guys. You made it. Whew. All right. Successfully survived. Great sign. Great sign of success. And this is almost done. So, I'm trying to think. I'm going to end the stream. All right, this guy's done. So you can F off. You can also F off. You guys need to... Oh, how long have you been sitting here for? Again, this little area I keep forgetting about. And then we can turn on this other one. All right. Looking good. Feeling very promising. Not really sure if it is, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. And as things progress, I'm going to slowly try to migrate more things over here and hope that everything doesn't explode. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you spending time with me, watching me squirm and struggle as I work my way through an extremely difficult play mode, well, hard mode of Timberborn. Very underwhelmed, very overwhelmed, underprepared, but overwhelmed, as I like to say. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it because it's feeling pretty good. I feel like we're gonna be making out of this one. Granted, I'm not sure if the bad tide's gonna take us out, but I'm gonna be babysitting this until we get through our little queue of stuff here. And we are very likely gonna run into a bad tide off screen. So we'll see if, you know, my infrastructure is strong enough to survive it. And I need to start thinking about how I'm gonna work this out. But anyways, thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and love you, leave you here. And until next time, goodbye, adios, sayonara, say la vie, bye. 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 Please pray for the beavers. It is imperative that they survive. Well, granted, by the time you see this, you know, the series will probably be over or so close to be ending. Anyways, bye. But wait, I forgot, I gotta do this. Bye.